Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
On first down, they'll start out with Evans.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Tua. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Now Jones.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Patriots at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And some room to roam now. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get this down to the 38. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That was fake as hell, yo.
Touchdown,
Yo, he got.
Dolphins.
Oh, God.
A great effort
I hate that
there.
dude. Let that shit
His
happen.
4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the toss to Jones.
Come on, man. Nobody ran the block.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Nice.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
So
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down.
I knew I should have ran that, bro. I knew I should have ran that, bro.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Nah, I don't know why my shit like that, too. Did the auto flip shit on some dumb shit.
Ready up.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua, another catch there for Waddle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught by Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Evans. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now a signal in the timeout call. As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
Here we go, set. What? That's not what I picked.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is caught by
Waddle.
Touchdown, Miami.
What?
Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just
I'm in
before
all-man plays, and I
halftime.
pick a play, and they make me go zone. Like how?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Oh, watch this shit. They
So
better
time
show
enough
up,
for a
man.
kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively.
Come on, yo, they keep letting him do that, bro. That is so fake. Like, that's the second one he got like that. Well, I'm about to be going and he just dive and tackle me like that. That's fake.
Exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Over that.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Oh, they're not letting me jump now. They're not keeping right.
picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the second.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
17.
They'll run here with Evans.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Evans again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third.
And then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're going to try and throw.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Strike 2.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Tua going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Open man is Myers.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Ready, set. Shield, black. Black ultra.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And a catch right side by Evans.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Ready.
What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, Evans looking for space.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Red.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Shit.